a bit fed up, to be honest. I felt I was stuck in a rut. Good morning, Luke. Good to be chatting. And look, I'm Tony. I'm dad of two, husband, working in marketing, 42 years of age. And yeah, busy life, much like everyone else in my demographics.
Let's rewind a few months into the past. What was going on with you back then that made you reach out and want to engage with a coach, somebody like me?
I was a bit fed up, to be honest. I felt I was stuck in a rut. I was making bad decisions around nutrition. I wasn't exercising, and well, on the outside of all the trappings of a successful life and career, very happy. I just wasn't feeling good within myself. At that point in all of this, I was probably popping out at around just shy of 15 stone, right? Which is too heavy for me, right? I didn't get there overnight. That was a gradual increase over probably 3 or 4 years, right? Where each year just getting a little bit higher and
Little bit each time, yeah.
yeah, a little bit higher, and you're kind of, oh, if I could get down to X weight or whatever, I'd feel good. But that X was moving up each year as well, right? In like
Yeah, the gap's widening, right? That's the thing. Yeah, yeah.
exactly, right? And for me at that point, you're right. Again, everything going well in my life, thank God. I'm very fortunate. But it just wasn't feeling great. And I think my values, honestly, are I think about it, like where I am today is I'm thinking about the rest of my life, right? The long term plan here, and you know how I'm going to be touch wood when I'm in my 60s, 70s, and 80s, right? At that stage in my life, right? Because I think we should all live longer if we're lucky. And how are the later decades of my life going to be, right? And I firmly believe that whatever actions I take now are going to determine that long picture plan as well, right?
Let's fast forward to today, Tony. What would you say your guess key successes and achievements are having come through the blueprint, the 1%, the process so far?
My weight is down over 10 kgs, right? I'm down to 13 stone. That's one measure of success, right? Pretty good shape, right? Compared to where I was. I've lost a lot of kind of fat, visceral fat, and have been putting on some muscle as well. So there's been that body transformation there as well. So I'm very happy with kind of where I'm at the moment. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I can see that in things like clothes that I bought kind of just before COVID kicked in, that would not fit, right? For the last few years. That's just one side of it, right? The other thing for me, I guess, is my energy, right? It's at a level that I honestly don't recall where it's when I had this much energy, right? So I'm getting so much more out of every day, right? Um, than I was 3, 6 months ago, or for a long time before that. I really feel like I'm getting a lot out of each day. My focus is much stronger, right? So whichever area of my life that applies to, it's really improved, right? So if I think about it from work, I'm really able to focus. I'm not getting kind of afternoon slumps or anything, with some of the changes that have been incorporated. Yeah, really up to focus in and to, I suppose, compartmentalize work as well. So when I'm finished, I'm finished. I know I've achieved a lot during that day. I'm set up for what I'm going to do the next day. And then I'm into dad and husband mode, right? When I'm finished working, I'm really out to be present at that time of the day then as well, to be my best at that part of the day. And, you know, bedtime and all that, get the kids to bed, not under any kind of, not in any rush, not stressed. I'm really present and enjoying those moments probably more than I did previously when I wasn't feeling great and kind of things were spilling out of work into having to work on those in the evening and different bits, right? And being present. So just some of the habits we've developed around digital devices as well. I was a lot less screen time in my life now, right? And I'm a lot better for it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, Tony. I know you're a busy man, given what we just said there, so I won't keep you much longer. But let's say someone's watching this and maybe they've seen some of my content for a little while, a bit like you in the background watching for a little while, and this resonates, and they're not sure about reaching out to someone like me or a coach, but they're in the sort of place that you were in back when we first spoke. What would you say to someone like that who's kind of on the fence about a process like this?
First of all, right, it's really opened my eyes to the benefit of having a coach. Absolutely key to getting the changes in and to actually, you know, working together over a period of time. And you might use in other areas of your life, but for yourself, really, really good. Look, for me, and when it came to kind of, you know, biting the bullet and making the investment in myself, I had a mindset of it's a long-term investment, right? I want to change. I'm on the wrong track from where I want to be in 10, 15, 20 years time. If I continue where I'm at now, That's not going to get any better. So I was kind of viewing it, look, this is to kickstart me, to get me in the right direction for future me, right? Which it is. Benefits of this are not going to be realized. I don't have to wait 10, 15, 20 years to realize the benefits. I'm realizing the benefits right now, immediately in my life, right? And from probably the first week, you're seeing progress, right? Once you start to see progress, and that rate of progress starts to pick up, right? The longer you're in the course, the more benefit you're getting. It really is building me up, which it has done from day one. So what I would say is there's really long-term benefits to getting into this and getting a handle on your health, right? Number one, I suppose, and then the other areas of your life. But you will really realize the benefits in a short-term basis as well. The payback on this course is quick, and I'd recommend to anyone who can to and feels that they would like to go for it, right? The results stand for themselves, right? And I can speak for myself, but it can also speak for the gents that I've been sharing time with on calls weekly as well. The progress is there to see for everybody. Everyone that's working with Luke is seeing results that they didn't believe were possible.